Your body has left the office, pero yung mind mo still working pa din. Tapos na yung work ha, walang extra pay yan, walang overtime pay yan, pero yung mind mo, nandun pa rin sa work. Yung katawan mo nasa bahay na, pero yung utak mo nandun pa din sa office. Eventually, pag parating ganyan, yung peace of mind mo, yung health mo, yung sleep mo pwedeng maapektuhan. Alam mo yung feeling na paulit-ulit mong iniisip yung trabaho kasi feeling mo productive. It's actually not true. Neuroscience is saying something different. Thinking is not always solving or working. Overthinking is just suffering. Pabayaan mo to, mas lalo lang magiging intense. Yung brain kasi natin, ayaw ng mga unfinished tasks. Ang tawag ng psychology dito is Zeigarnik effect. Kung may unfinished task, hindi bibitawan ng brain mo yun. Tututukan niya yun. So kahit nasa shower ka, ay, yung email. Or matutulog ka na, yung presentation. Akala ng brain mo, progress, but it's not. Akala mo, nag-work ka, but you're not actually achieving anything. Ancient yogic teachings noticed this 2,500 years ago. According sa teachings ni Patanjali, ang sabi niya, the mind becomes disturbed when it cannot let go of mental fluctuations. In yoga, ang tawag dito, chitta vritti. Mental waves, mental noise, and mental looping. Modern day science is now catching up. Merong maliit na part sa brain mo dito called the amygdala. Ito yung parang alarm system ng brain natin. Pag nag-worry tayo or masyado tayong hyper-focus sa work, na-activate yung amygdala and it has the power to hijack yung buong brain. So, yung thinking part ng brain, ito, di na makapag-isip ng mabuti. Ang mind kasi natin, pag paulit-ulit iniisip ang isang bagay, ang tawag dyan rumination. So, pag work rumination. Ang mind rumination also activates yung DMN or default mode network. Pag na-activate yung DMN, i-replay ng mind mo yung negative past events. Kahit ayaw mong isipin, i-replay na yun. Kunwari, meron kang natapos na presentation, tapos sasabihin ng mind mo, ay, hindi maganda yung presentation ko. Ay, dapat di ko sinabi yun. So, yung creative thinking or creative daydreaming, nawawala. Ito pa isang trap. Psychologically, yung mind mo, pag tinatry niya i-replay yung isang scenario or isang conversation or tinatry niya i-predict yung isang happening sa future para i-try niya i-solve, ginagawa ng mind mo to para meron siyang certainty or safety. Remember, your mind will always try to protect you. Kasi yan yung number one function niya. Pero actually, itong cycle na to ay nagdi-deplete lang ng iyong cognitive resources or yung energy sa pag-iisip. Excessive rumination kasi blocks learning. Why? Because the brain learns best when it is calm, not when stressed. Pag stress ka, lalo lang lumalakas yung amygdala. Habang yung logical part ng brain, humihina. Kaya habang nag-overanalyze ka, mas bumababa yung confidence mo, mas natatakot kang magkamali. Mas lalo kang nagdududa sa sarili mo. This creates a cycle called negative affect. Bad thoughts to bad feelings to more bad thoughts. Parang yung quicksand o yung kumunoy, the more you fight mentally, mas lalo kang lulubog. So, paano natin i-stop yung work rumination or mental looping. First strategy is uncertainty exposure, meaning practice not solving everything immediately and learning to accept the reality na ngayon wala pang solusyon. Kasi ang addiction ng mind natin ay uncertainty. Hindi naman ganun ang buhay. So sanayan natin ang mind natin sa uncertainty, which is yun yung tama at totoo. Gusto ng mind, kontrolado niya lahat. Life doesn't work that way. In ancient Vedic teachings, suffering often comes from attachment. Attachment to outcomes, attachment to control, and attachment to perfection. Hindi ko sinasabi huwag ka magtrabaho ng mabuti or wala kang pakialam sa trabaho mo. In fact, mga Filipino experts in-explain ng tama yung kasabihan nating bahala na or bathala na. Ang sabi nila, yung mga unang Pilipino, gagawin nila yung trabaho ng mabuti. Pero yung mga bagay na hindi na nila kontrolado, katulad ng weather, at nasa farming sila, bahala na, bathala na. So, do your very best dun sa work mo, base dun sa kontrolado mo. Yung mga bagay na hindi mo kontrolado, bahala na. Ika nga ni Bini, buhay ay hindi karera. Mga bagay na hindi kontrolado, pinoproblema. Huwag sayang energy mo. Makinig ka na lang kay Bini, sasaya ka pa. Good vibes. Second strategy, welcome mo yung mental rumination and anxiety. I-personify mo sila, kunwari tao, welcome mo sila. Meaning, i-welcome mo yung physical sensations that comes with it. Like yung tightness sa chest, yung discomfort sa tiyan, tightness sa shoulders. Pero at the same time, start your slow, deep breathing with longer exhales. You can say to yourself, I don't like these thoughts, I don't like these feelings, but I welcome them. I will not push them away. I am okay with them being here. Para silang bisita sa bahay mo. And continue to breathe deeply. Kasi yung tendency ng mind is to fight it. Pero lalo lang tatagal yung rumination and anxiety. But by naming what is happening sa'yo and accepting it, it actually brings down yung intensity. And magiging less frequent mag-visit yung rumination sa mind mo. And you lessen their power and you regain your power back. And yung third strategy, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Try asking, what can I control now? That small shift changes everything. Hindi mo naman kontrolado mga tao. Hindi mo rin kontrolado mga outcomes. Pero kontrolado mo ang iyong breathing, kontrolado mo ang iyong mind, kontrolado mo ang iyong response, kontrolado mo ang iyong actions, and kontrolado mo ang iyong boundaries. Another powerful technique from psychology is schedule your worry time. Yeah, totoo yan. Give it only 20 minutes. Not the whole day, not the whole night, not the whole week. Kapag may pumasok na worrying thought outside that schedule, sabihin mo sa mind mo, wala kang schedule ngayon mamaya na kita iisipin. This teaches your brain na hindi lahat ng thoughts ay emergency. Even in yoga and meditation teachings, the goal was never to stop thoughts completely. The goal is to stop obeying every thought. So hindi ka nag-shut down ng laptop mo para isipin mo lang ulit yung trabaho mo during your rest time. So tonight, Give yourself permission to finally hang up the phone, quiet down the noise, and come home to yourself. Your home should not feel like a extension siya ng office mo. Your dinner table deserves your presence. Your loved ones deserves your presence. So tonight, start a shutdown routine before leaving your desk. Write down your to-do list for tomorrow. Take 3 slow, deep breaths and say to yourself, work is done for today. The rest can wait for tomorrow. Simple but very powerful. Because rituals teach the brain safety. That's why ancient yogis practice conscious breathing, slow breathing, before they rest and sleep. Slow breathing tells the nervous system you survived the day, you can let go now. Like, subscribe, and share to your friends na mahilig mag-work rumination.